It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
I'm sure your parents did the best they could, but what couldn't they afford for you? It was way up there on maybe a Christmas list or your Sweet 16 list, or you just wish mom and dad could have got it for you because everyone else wanted it. What was yours? We had some very interesting takes on this in the Playhouse this morning, and we'll get to those in a couple of seconds. Here comes the podcast. Kat, who was the one that got away?
I got one person. Yeah. I'm not going to say he got away because I love my life. I wouldn't have my marriage, my beautiful son that I have now. You know, how they're like, oh, would you go back in time and change your life? No, because it wouldn't turn out the way it does right now. But there is one where I'm like, by far, he was one that I really loved back. So I'll talk about that. But Al Pacino, very sad at the passing of Diane Keaton. A lot of people in Hollywood are just so very upset about it because she was so great. But he admitted that he should have married her. Like, she was the one that got away.
Did you see the early pictures of her?
Yeah.
She was beautiful when she was 80 or when she was 79 and she passed. But man, she was a hottie.
She was a dish, for sure.
Is there one that really got away? I mean, you could be happy with your life right now, and it could be exactly the way you wanted. But you look back and you're like, man. Trey called right away. I want to talk about the one that got away, brother.
I had this girl named Rachel, and we dated for about 2 years. And yeah, she was a sweet girl. She was a church girl. She sold Mary Kay for a living, and she was a teacher as well.
Okay.
I wasn't ready for her.
So did she get away from you, or did you let her get away? Like,
I think he let her get away.
Why didn't this stay, sparkling?
You know, sometimes the streets, they were just calling me, and I just couldn't let
JJ
them
says
go.
that all the time.
Yeah, but I would just joke about it. Like, you for real were like, no, I got a street life is going to be better than Miss Rachel?
No, she was just too square down the line for me at the moment. I wasn't ready to settle down, and I was ready. I was having fun. You know, she was ready to have that wife at home type of wife, but I just wasn't there yet at the time.
Yeah.
And now looking back on it, you really wish that would have happened, huh?
I think you did her a favor, though, because you would have gotten together with her knowing it probably wasn't the right thing. You probably would have cheated on her then, since the, quote, streets were calling you. So you would have really hurt her. Is she, like, with somebody else right now, or could you stand a chance?
Yes, she recently got engaged from what I saw on social media.
Hell, this is hurting this guy. I feel bad for you, man.
I think it was actually a mature choice to let her go.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo. Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo! Bingo!
All right, so this is a listener-driven segment, and the rules to Listener Bingo are Kat and I will each tell you what we're looking for. And then if you're the first one through, you get the bingo. But we want to get your story. That's what we're really looking for, especially if you're somebody listening who
has a rare car, or you have a vehicle that wherever you go with it, people stop you. They ask you all these questions about it. This mechanic reacting in a really funny way to a Toyota Camry. You're like, it's just a Camry, but it's in pristine condition. It's from 2017.
Y'all, someone brought in their Camry out of the vault to come get service today. This is a 2017 Camry. I'm going to show you the dash, and I want you to go ahead and lock in your answer for what you think the mileage on this vehicle is. You ready? Whatever number you came up with just now is wrong because it's only got 1,138 miles on it. This could be sold as a demo model. Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It probably just got sat in storage. It was somebody who bought it, and then their job took them overseas.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you have inherited a vehicle. Like, I'm wondering what happened to my great-grandpa Don, who passed away in Chicago. You know how he had that Model T? And I don't know what ended up happening to it.
Things are so rare.
So rare. But he took such great care of it. He was out there all year round making sure that everything was dusted and in great shape. But you have a vehicle or a car that people are like, wow, cool.
Just to even keep that thing running.
Yeah.
You got to be kind of a genius. I'm looking for anyone listening who has had to fish something out of the toilet recently. Found out my daughter is back at school now, but they had fall break over the last long weekend. And I found out from one of her friends, they had texted me and said, did Reagan tell you about the phone? Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? She was on the toilet and dropped it. Like, she got up and dropped it in before she flushed.
Did she have to put it in rice?
No, she didn't. It kept working, but it was just, full of your own pee. Like,
Yes.
I mean, so you guys, like, you got to Lysol wipe that down how many
Yeah.
times before you can put it up to your cheek again. So I'm looking for anyone listening who has fished something important out of the toilet. Kat's on the hunt for anyone listening
Who has a rare car or one that people ask about all the time? Maybe it's not from 1914, but it is something that people talk to you
you
about.
get some looks, you get some talks.
Yeah.
If either of these fit, it's time to call us now.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo. Bingo.
Bingo, what bingo?
Bingo!
My favorite part of the show, I love getting stories from you because maybe today you're somebody listening who
has a car or something that you drive that really turns heads, or people have so many questions about it. This mechanic couldn't believe his 2017 Toyota Camry that rolled into his auto shop because it was in pristine condition.
Y'all, someone brought in their Camry out of the vault to come get service today. This is a 2017 Camry. I'm going to show you the dash, and I want you to go ahead and lock in your answer for what you think the mileage on this vehicle is. You ready? Whatever number you came up with just now is wrong because it's only got 1,138 miles on it. This could be sold as a demo model. Are you kidding me?
This reminds me of, you ever watch Pickers, American Pickers?
Yeah.
And there's another show, and I think it's that dude with the hair, the Monkey Garage one. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, but they find these cars in barns that were put in there like 50 years ago, and they're in perfect condition. They're just dusty, right? They got a bunch of, maybe they had some mice living in them or something. But all of a sudden, they're like, oh my gosh, it's a 1958
Some
Corvette.
people have the eye and the knowledge to spot things that could make them a lot of money.
So you're looking for somebody that's got that head turner, somebody that's got a car that somebody's always asking about. I'm on the hunt for anyone listening who has recently had to fish something out of the toilet.
Yeah.
My poor daughter and her phone and the urine and stuff like that.
And that urine.
Tyler, how you doing this morning, man?
Good, yeah.
Good. You're first through, so you get the bingo, but which one do you fit, bro?
You, JJ.
Yeah, let's go. What'd you have to go in the toilet and get?
Wait, was it number 1 or number 2?
I'd like to not say.
Oh, it's 2 for sure.
It's 2
oh,
for sure.
Dude,
Was
it's
it
so
a messy
nasty.
number 2
What
too?
was
I
it?
bet.
What was it?
And it was one of the auto flush toilets. It was a set of car keys, the only set of car keys I had. I grabbed them as the toilet was trying to go down.
Oh, so you were at like a business or work, and it was the auto flush, and so you got up and you had to reach back in there.
I'm just like,
Yep.
and then I bet like all around your wrist was there just like a line of dirty dirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was not pretty.
You're a gentleman, not sharing the details. I like that.
How many times do you have to wash your hands, Tyler, to be able to eat again?
Many times.
I would assume.
And
Thankfully, I was done eating for the day, so I've lost them probably about 8 times before I...
Ugh.
you rinsed off those keys, though, at least, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I washed the keys.
All right. Well, yeah, that was a close one, man, especially if it's the only set of keys you had. I appreciate you calling right away. Have a great day, man. Take care.
Yeah.
Let's see what Jill's got going on. Good morning, Jill. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are
Morning.
you?
We're great. Which one do you fit?
I fit cats, but
Ooh,
maybe
okay.
not exactly the way that she was thinking.
Okay, well, why do people always ask you about your vehicle?
So, well, my kids wanted me to call because it's actually their dad's vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess, yeah, our vehicles. But we have a 96 Chevy K1500.
Okay.
So, like pre-Silverado.
Okay.
And he has been stopped multiple times at gas stations with people offering to buy them, like buy it right on the spot.
Wow.
Is it just because this is like a rare vehicle, or does it have something unique to it?
No, I think it's just that it's easy to work on, and people like it as a work truck, and they're just like, hey, that's a workhorse. Like, I'll buy it from you right now.
So they just have the ability to fork over. How much would this cost them?
Well, not much, but
Oh.
they offered a couple $1,000s, like, you know.
That's just so weird to be approached at the
Yeah.
gas station like, hey, man, I'll give you $2,000 for your truck. Like, that's an odd proposition.
And what sets it apart from like another just random work truck?
It's a beast.
Well,
I don't know. I guess, I mean, it's in good condition, but
Okay.
it's just an old truck. We call it our mine pit truck because we drive it to go scuba dive in the mine pits that are by us.
Oh, I gotcha. That sounds
and,
fun.
Like, you know, the dirt roads and gravel roads. And,
Well, there's just something to be said about reliability, right?
there is.
Yeah, I
And you were
gotcha.
the only person I've ever met that could say at one point, no, I can't meet you. I'm going to be scuba diving in the mine pit.
Yeah, we got that going for us.
That's
so,
pretty cool.
Yeah. You're the best. Thanks, Jill. I appreciate you. Thanks for your kids making you call in. And I got time for one more real quick. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. The big question we always have to ask, though, is it Sarah with an A or Sarah with an H?
With H.
Well, yeah, let's go.
My name is Sarah.
Yep.
That's Sarah with the H.
So cool.
Too bad if you don't like it, 'cause haters gonna hate.
All right, Sarah, which one do you fit this morning?
The car.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, tell us all about it. Why is it so unique?
My husband owns a 2007 Pontiac G8.
G8.
Are you saying 8 or GH?
8. Because there's a G6. My son is driving my mom's old G6.
Okay.
And it's not like the worst car in the world, but what's a G8? What does it
what's
look
so
like?
special about it? It just looks like a car. It looks like something that would pull up next to me at the stoplight.
It does look like just a car, but it's a little bit more sportier, I guess you'd say.
Okay. Yeah, look, it just looks like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it looks kind of like a BM. It's that weird hood thing that it's got going on, right? Is that why? Because it's got the little.
Yep.
Yeah, I got you.
Does he ever meet up with people in the parking lot of Byerly's?
No.
They're like,
We've had people offer to buy it, though, and
That's so weird. I've never offered to buy someone else's car. I've never, maybe because I have no means to buy it whatsoever, but like people will just be like, hey, we'll give you $5,000 for it.
Yeah.
I'll never leave you, Royal Oak Target, was exclaimed to my friend Blaine. So he hosts a morning show in Detroit, and his partner on the air, Lauren, is moving to the burbs. She just had a kid, and her and her husband and their baby are moving out of the city and into the burbs. But she loves the Target in Royal Oaks so much that she has committed to, and there's a Target apparently like a mile and a half away from her new place, but she will go into the Royal Oaks Target because she loves the layout, and she's gotten to know the people that work there because a lot of them listen to her show.
Okay.
So she's like, I will forever be loyal to this Target. And it made me start thinking, like, my wife and I did the same thing. Like, we got out of the city. I don't know if I have a single place where I'm like, I have to go there. Like, I could do Menards or Home Depot, whatever. Usually, whoever's got the better deal. You know what I mean? I wish, and I thought for this about this a long time. I don't have a business, even though our whole livelihoods are based on people listening or advertising on our show to create brand loyalty. I don't think I'm loyal to any brand.
Yeah, I do just kind of most of the time go to where it's convenient. But when it comes to Liam's haircut, I don't want to try anywhere else. I don't want to, because when you're in middle school, high school, you don't mess around with hair. You know, you don't want it to go awry. And we have our girl Chrissy, who I send him in. He has a haircut today at 3. I send him in. He's back out in 45 seconds, and he looks great. And she is so she's like 1950s costs. It almost makes me feel bad. So I over tip.
Get her a big Christmas present.
I should, but she's just like, let's do this. Let's she'll put a woman in the perm curlers. So she's under the lamp, and then she'll have another woman and her hair color is setting. She'll have Liam in the chair, get him done. She's such a good multitasker.
Sure.
And she just like moves people through her chair. And it's just like a small town salon. I love it.
Your husband, I know fewer people that I would label a creature of habit than your husband.
He loves the gas station by our house, the Quick Trip by our house. He's pretty loyal. He'll walk in and they'll say hello to him. Derek! He'll say, Anne Marie, hello. How's it going, Carl? So he knows them really well. Aside from that, when it comes to sandwiches, he'll only go to that Clearwater Travel Plaza.
He'll only go there?
Yeah. So he really won't get sandwiches anywhere else. He'll like make them at home, but he won't be happy about it. And every bite, you'll see it on his face. So
no matter where you're listening from, my question is there a place that you're so loyal to, like Derek in a sandwich place, right?
Yeah.
He will only go get a sandwich there. You'll only go get Liam's haircut there. Is there a place that you have such extreme loyalty to that if you moved even 15, 20 minutes away, you would continue to go to that place? Is there a place that you feel so much loyalty to that if you moved 10 or 15 minutes away, you would still go there?
Well, 10 or 15 minutes is not that far away.
But like, let's say you move to the other end of town.
Would I drive across town to go to it?
Yeah.
Probably. If it's like a clean coffee shop, like there's a Caribou at a Coburn's near by where I used to live, and it's so clean and like comfy with the big oversized leather chairs and the fireplace going. Like you could sit there and get some work done or just visit with a friend. I've met up with girlfriends a lot there. And so I drive there. But the haircut place that I take Liam to, I won't take him anywhere else because she does such a good job.
I have a friend who does a morning show in Detroit, and his co-host just moved out to the burbs, and she exclaimed the other day, "I'll never leave you, Royal Oak Target."
And that's okay if it's a really nice Target, I get it. If it's a really nice Walmart, I get it.
She got emotional about the whole thing because she loves the layout. She knows exactly where she's got to go to get her stuff. Even though there's a new Target just like a minute or two away from her house, she's going to go back into the city to go to the Target she loves.
Yeah, I feel it.
Carrie, how you feeling this morning?
Great.
Where are you calling from, by the way?
Benson.
Okay, well, what's so close to you and you're so loyal to it that even if you moved away, you'd go back to it?
We drive an hour and a half to get Christine's cheesecakes.
Let's go. Let's go. I love Christine's cheesecake.
Why don't you tell her what you did? You and your wife did a little date night in their van.
This was during COVID. My wife and I had our wedding anniversary, and so I got, I don't know, a half a dozen
of the little ones.
Yeah, the little baby cheesecakes. And this was during the beginning of COVID, you couldn't go anywhere. Remember, like everything was shut down. So I got the cheesecakes, and we just drove to a high school parking lot and sat in the middle of it and ate cheesecakes for our anniversary together. It was the best.
What a great night.
That's awesome. Yeah, actually, we got married during COVID, and she made cheesecakes for our wedding.
Yeah, she can do it all different flavors.
Most of people that are going to be listening all the way, across the Midwest to this show, look up Christine's Cheesecakes. They're in Waite Park, Minnesota. They are an absolute destination, and it is. I don't know, what the crack is that she puts in those things. Yeah. But every single one is good. Even though you're like, I don't really know if I like truffles. Boom.
You love truffles.
Hits you right in the beehole.
God, this is a raving endorsement.
Yeah.
There's no crack.
How often do you go 90 minutes for the cheesecakes?
I would say we probably go every month or two.
Wow. Okay.
And do you get a big one then, or do you get the babies?
We usually get babies, but then we're so loyal, she'll throw us a free cheesecake every once in a while.
Oh, nice.
That's the beauty of doing business with somebody in a small town, too. You know what I mean? Like a small, privately owned business. They're willing to do that. They see you're a loyal customer. They know you're coming in from 90 minutes out, and they're like, let's reward her a little bit. And then they give you the drug, and then you keep coming back. It's perfect drug
Stop
dealer
insinuating there's drugs in this.
There's something in it that keeps me coming back. Hey, thanks, Carrie. I hope you have a great day. The lovely and talented Psychic Kim will join us Thursday morning from 7:30 till 8. Plus, we'll get you all the details and a chance to win your way into a special gallery reading with Psychic Kim. And 1, 2, 3, I see 4 chances on the docket for you to win massive amounts of money Thursday morning in the Playhouse. Right now, let's wrap up the rest of Wednesday's podcast. If the question was posed to you, what do you wish your parents could have afforded for you and maybe your siblings? What immediately would come to your spoiled brain?
I gave the answer to you, but then when I said it, I was like, they could have afforded it. They just thought it was ridiculous. But when I was like sophomore, junior year of high school, all the girls had those Adidas, with the 3 stripes on the side. They'd go under the ankle.
Like soccer shoes.
Kind of, but they had that plastic front to them, like the rubber front, and they came in every single kind of color. They even worked in like glitter colors, and there were some girls that had every single color, and I had just one. And I was like, you only need one, And I'm like, I don't think so. I think I need a few more, and never got them. So
I had the Adidas shoes like that.
The
they were
brand.
the off brand. Listen,
they're European, okay?
When I was in grade school, everybody had Nikes.
Yeah.
My parents thought I wouldn't notice that they bought some off-brand Nikes and the swoosh was upside down.
No, it was not.
I swear on a stack of Bibles in front of my Lord and Savior that this is exactly what happened. The swoosh was upside down. I think they got him at Kmart. I'm almost positive. Or like Shopco or something like that. But everybody had them. And I remember my mom walking in and being like, we got you these new shoes. And I came from a pretty humble beginning. And I was never somebody to tell my parents, I don't like this. I always, with a smile, would go, thank you so much. And 3 weeks later, my mom's like, you're not wearing those new shoes we got you. And I'm like, Mom, the swoosh is upside down. And she's like, nobody thought you were going to notice, right? Like, so, but if you could pinpoint one thing that you wish your parents could have afforded, but they couldn't, what would yours be?
So I was having a conversation with my friend Corinne the other day. That's why I wanted to talk about this, because she hadn't seen Liam since he got his braces off. She's like, oh, your teeth look so great. And she goes, just got Jonathan his braces. And she's like, I wish my parents could have afforded braces. We just didn't have the money for braces, and I have to walk around with these chompers. I'm like, you could still
You're an
get
adult,
them.
you can get the Invisalign.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, right?
You get adult braces for a few months, handle that business. But what couldn't your parents afford? And you look back, you're like, oh, dang it.
The question we wanted to throw out real quick this morning, based on the fact that Kat's got a friend whose son just got his braces on. Her friend said, I wish that my parents could have afforded braces. For me, it wasn't even a cost thing. My dad had military insurance, and so I got the braces, but they were put on by like a former Air Force pilot who turned dentist. And this guy, there was no such thing as any pain, anything.
Yeah.
It was, he would crank on him. It was like being in a welder's office.
God.
This guy but he was good. And I'm happy with my smile, and I'm glad. But I had like braces for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, it was a long time. And this guy was like, I could only imagine the first couple of dentists when they were like, oh, we could fix people's teeth, but it's going to kill them. He had that kind of mentality.
Okay.
So the thing that your parents couldn't afford, but even though they could, they just wouldn't get you, wear some glittery shoes.
Yeah, well, every single different color of the rainbow, I wanted them. But your parents couldn't afford what?
Vicky, what do you got?
We never went on a vacation. My parents wouldn't take us anywhere. I wish we could have done that.
Did you guys go on a lot of vacations?
Yeah.
We did Disney.
We did.
We did the Black Hills. And we would do Brainerd in the summers.
So I love Brainerd in the summers. We have so many great memories. We're going to keep doing what we do. We just have a really fun time, the three of us. But you know where my parents always took us for vacation? It just never made sense. 3 locations. We'd go to Las Vegas, Chicago, and Tijuana.
So Chicago, you can have a lot of fun in Chicago. I love that city. That's like my second home. Vegas, as a kid, zero to do. Tijuana, stuff you don't want to expose your children to.
Right. But like, we were so oblivious to the obvious that was happening around us. But now Tijuana, that's a vacation destination. Like, they have beautified it.
They've rebuilt that, but you're talking 25, 30 years ago.
This was a long time ago. And what's weird is that Vegas and Chicago, before my mom even met or had her family, she's adopted, her family reach out to her, those are the 2 locations they lived in. So how weird is it that we would only go to those 2 locations for vacation?
Jenny, I appreciate your text. Thanks for hitting us up at 320-251-1047.
So she said, I kept begging my parents before Christmas back in the day, buy me Uggs, please. And they bought me off-brand, and the soles Fugs ripped 2 weeks later during recess. I would say, who makes these
That's
things?
the worst. I can't believe Uggs. And kids are... Remember the Stanley thing? We had talked about this when they first got big. Yeah. And we had that woman that called and said, I can't afford to get my daughter a Stanley, so we got her like a Manly.
Yeah, and kids made
she's
fun of her.
Getting hassled at school because of it.
And now nobody wants Stanleys. So, like, it's not cool anymore.
Oh, you can't have one now?
Well, you can, but it's not cool. Owalas are cool.
Good morning to David, and I appreciate not only trading texts with us, but coming on the show because you got a court date coming up, right?
Yeah, I got a custody court date hearing coming up, and my ex, I've already heard from a very reputable source that they're gonna lie on me, and I have to find some kind of way to boost my credibility. I've never spoken to her out and called her outside of her name, but I can't give up my source. Do I just let her smear my name and like make me look like the bad guy?
So wait, what did the source tell you she said exactly?
That she is going to lie to make herself look better than I.
Okay. And saying that you are, verbally abusive in front of your children?
Yeah, that I'm verbally abusive. Yeah, and that the kid is picking up, these tendencies from me, that I am a bad influence and I'm a bad parent.
So let's do this real quick. I'm going to put you on hold. And I first off, I don't want to get subpoenaed, so I'm not going to dig too far into this. But what would you do in this situation? You and Derek get a divorce. You're going to have to go to court for custody. and you find out from his brother somehow that says, oh, yeah, he's planning on saying all of this absolute BS about you. How do you blow this up?
I would say this family member is more loyal to you by giving you that information, and they'll be okay with you using it to make sure that you still have custody and access to your child. I would think that they gave you that information to use that. They don't give you that information to keep it to yourself.
I would hope that in a court of law, it's just he said, she said, right?
You would hope that evidence is involved. I don't want a he said, she said trial. I don't want that. I want evidence. If you have, and how easy is it to have an MP3 recorder? I have one right here on my phone to just quickly press it. If somebody is berating me in front of my child and calling me names and verbally abusive, I will have that because I want full custody of my child. If she doesn't have that, that's on her.
The devil's in the details here. How do you know it wasn't just recorded and, the kid was there? You know what I mean? Like, there's all these little tweaks that seem like this would be just hearsay.
If David's calling her names and she has it on a recording, then he's done, but either way, she can say, yeah, my son was there. Maybe she has him in the background, his little voice or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe she doesn't have any evidence at all.
That's the angle I'm kind of wanting to pursue here this morning. Have you ever been in a court of law where somebody clearly lied and got away with it?
That would be devastating.
I can't imagine going in there just wanting to see your kid a little bit more, and somebody makes up something about you, and it's believed, and all of a sudden you don't get to see your kids as much.
And David, I know that you're still listening. I would say at the very least, you tell your lawyer that you have this information, and then they'll know how to turn it into
right. There's got to be some pre-trial trial stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like the judge should be aware, or the arbitrator or whoever should be aware that this has already been like a point of suspect.
Yeah. Do it before she slanders your name in front of the judge.
Right.
So the judge knows this man told us that somebody had given him information that you were going to lie. So if you are telling the truth and he verbally abuses you in front of your child, you need to come with evidence. So.
Have you been in a court situation where somebody clearly lied about you but got away with it? Thank you for rolling with us. We were talking about, we had a listener call in, and David basically knew that he's going into a child custody hearing, and he had heard already from someone that his ex was going to basically defame him with a bunch of lies.
Yeah, saying that he has been verbally abusive to her in front of their child. And like I said, I really hope that a judge would say, well, you need to show me some evidence. I know that we should believe people.
Well, you're innocent until proven guilty, right?
Exactly. And guilty. I just think either way, he needs to give his lawyer a heads up.
Christy had sent in this voice text.
Hey, I just wanted to comment on the lying in court thing real quick. My ex-husband tried to lie, but I gave him and the judge ordered a lab test, and obviously I didn't have anything, so that part got thrown out, and I ended up getting full custody because he lied to the court.
Okay.
So it doesn't always work to the liar's advantage.
Okay. Interesting.
So I just think if you're taking anyone to court, you got to have receipts. So if David is clear of these, if he's not sitting there saying these nasty things, then this child should know his dad.